with another one, and you already know, man. That's not your voice name, but yeah, we're gonna do it, man. And yeah, man. I got to a time when I just felt like maybe I should stop, but I was like, you know what? Why should we quit? You know, there's no reason to quit, dog. We gotta finish this video right now. Let's go. So we're keeping up with this one. So welcome to part 5. For anybody who hasn't watched my previous videos, we've just been reacting to this one. Just been telling you about a little bit about my story. And yeah, man, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, man. You know, like when you share this video, you're actually leading to more people to know a lot more about what is really happening around the world that we live in. And also you can also just go search for this title like this, like search for this title and go watch this video by yourself, so yeah, like you're only here to support your boy. That's all. You're here to support me. That's why you're here. And if you don't want to be here, just go watch it straight up. You know what I mean? So it's all love, man. We're spreading love out here, man. Anyway, let's go, man. I talk too much, right? I should really stop talking too much sometimes. I can't stop.
At that time, that was readily accepted by people in general. At the time that Mesmer lived. So people realize, that some people get a capacity to put you into a trance. That's the way. Now, by the time that he died, in 1815, a lot of the physicians in Europe were using hypnotism as a means of anesthesia.
Now, hypnotism is the same as mesmerism.
So, I mean, just for people who might have missed this part or who don't know, we're just watching this video for the first time, I'm just going to take you back for a minute and then you can actually see what we are talking about, what he's talking about. He's actually talking about, let me not tell you, just listen.
To former lives that they had. And of course, after the session is over, the person would not know a thing about ancient history, and the person that she or he has talked about performing, certain deeds, we'll say 3,000-4,000 years ago. But this was their strategy. Now, what this would do for the thing is this: that it would create in the minds of the general public, solidly set in the mind of the general public, an unwavering trust in that great deception. In other words, people could, they would believe it. This person was hypnotized, was regressing time to, former lives, and did this and did that, and no deception. Maybe Alexander the Great, we'll say, and some of the generals and people like that. And the person, after the session is over, brings up.
Like, what are you saying? I think like it actually kind of makes sense. Like, there are some people like, in our history and things that we have studied back at school. Some names, bro, I feel like they were just made up, bro. I feel like they were just made up to be these like grand figures that have like stood the test of time and stuff like that. Like, okay, is it whatever, the Columbus guy who found America? They're like, he's the first guy to ever step into America. Like, what? It doesn't really make sense to me,
It comes out of hypnotism.
And there's a video that I saw recently also of a guy who went to one of the museums in London, and he was showing that black people actually were the first people to actually reach America, or they are actually natives that are black in America, which is undoubtedly true because Australia, right, was full of black people, and then they got there, they had to wipe everybody out, right? And then after that, India was, ruled by the emperor of Ethiopia back in the day, and they even have a lake, or is it a lake or a river that is named after the emperor of Ethiopia. I forgot the lake precisely, but when I find out, I'm just gonna put it on my next video. And this whole region was just run by Africans. We're just in a time right now where Africans are not like up there in the social status. We've been demoted from the highest uh, rank of social status, and we are now the lowest, at our lowest, because like everybody's just like on our cases just because we're African. You know what I mean? But and also how, look how they are amplifying this whole thing of slavery, making, okay, slavery has always been there, but they're amplifying the whole thing of slavery, making it seem like everybody in Africa was once a type of a slave, or that's why they came to colonize us. So that mentality of slavery is going to be embedded in our brains, so that we work for them, not to like work for ourselves. you know so they got us to quit our mining, they got us to quit our farming and all that, and only go to do the office work. And office work is just a devil's work, bro. Because think about it this way: back in the day, we used to just go farm and just take care of our family, livestock, community. It was like community based. Whatever we do, we are doing it for our community, and for like, and there was no theft back in the day. Okay, they probably might have, but like they were like heist. They used to do like these livestock heists, like back in the day. Like, when they want to conquer your land, they come take your livestock, or take the whole community livestock, and then the other clan wins, da 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 da. That whole 9 years. But like, that was like with an understanding. They will never take everything. They will take, but they will leave some. You get what I'm trying to say? Anyway, let's get back to the video.
He or she doesn't know what she's talking about. So now this would be a way of dechristianizing the Western world through the avenue of mysticism.
Same thing that he's talking about, like how they came to Africa, made everybody turn against their ways of like actually ways of life. Because we used to really, like, we know God as African people. We have names for God, right? That we used to use way back before, right? Before the colonizers came in, right? For example, in my language, like God is Unkulunkul, right? And some people they call God Moari, right? Some people they call God, I don't know, man, like so many names, bro. You know, so many names, bro. Like like there's so many names. I cannot like think of them right now, but there's two. They're like, the first that I can really, really think about, and like, just like that. But like, we have known God since the beginning of time. So when they come and they say that they want to give us the Bible, because, and that is the other question again, that is the other thing again, when people start questioning the Bible and say, what if the God of the Bible um, is actually the, what you call this, is actually the devil, right? Because if you remember on part 4, there's a part where he was talking about how when you meet the devil, sometimes you can meet him and he's this whole beam of light, which seems so magnificent and holy at the same time, right? So what if, right? Because we've seen some videos here on YouTube where a lot of people, they just say that they had a near-death experience, right? And then that near-death experience is like they're explaining that they met this beautiful beam of light that they couldn't see they had, right? So, and then now after that, this guy is talking about, oh, look, um, sometimes when you meet the devil, you could be that too, because he's a master of tricks. He can trick you to appear as something magnificent, and you cannot do anything about it. So yeah, man, it's crazy. Let's just go on, and we're not gonna make this one very long. Gonna try to, make it bits and pieces so that it can like be digestible, So I don't want to give you like, big chunks of lots of videos.
Now, the time came when Lucifer decided that he had to choose a person to initiate this thing. And Franz Mesmer, which was an Austrian physician.
So Franz Mesmer, Mesmer, he's the first person who actually created the whole thing of hypnotizing people. Not like the first person, but I'm like saying he brought it into the medical world, right? So to mesmerize, you get that?
Was chosen.
So when say, "Oh, I'm so mesmerized," you're talking about, Franz Mesmer.
Because
now, the priest told you all of this?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because he was most capable. Mesmer originated a theory called animal magnetism, later on named mesmerism.
I just say
Mesmer was led by the spirits to believe, and this is what the priest said, was led by the spirits to believe that certain persons have a magnetic influence within themselves, so to speak, that would cause them to have great power over other persons, even to the point of placing them into a trance. And
this is the same energy that the pastors or the spiritual leaders like actually use. They make you feel like you're under the influence of a super being, whatever that, like you just feel like there's something around. And nowadays you always see it in church when they carry their white handkerchiefs, right? They just wave it like this, and then ton of people that just fall down, bro. They wave a handkerchief, they fall down. I hope like no one is falling down right now as I'm doing this. Yo, fire! You can call me man of God, man. I'm a son of God. You can also call me man of God, but not like Papa. Those papas, they're not men of God, bro. I doubt. Anyway, let's go.
at that time, that was readily accepted by people in general, at the time that Mesmer lived.
So, and it makes sense, actually. Mesmerize. These churches these days, they are working and using the Franz Mesmer's theory. They're mesmerizing people, and people think like God's presence is in the church, and it's actually not. Bro, we gotta question things, bro. Like, in order to get the answers, we gotta have questions. So if we do not question, how are we going to get the answers? How are we going to get the answers? So me diving into this video deep like this, I'm starting to have so many questions. And by asking these questions, I feel like I need some answers. And it's a journey, At the end of the day, we're going to find the answers. And please, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, man. And if you got some answers or you got some thoughts, there is a comment section down below. Just comment down below, man. Let's start a conversation. Let's talk about this, man. Because I'm wondering, man. I need to learn a lot about God. I need to learn a lot about how to not fall into sin, how to not fall for that lighter beam that he was talking about, that he pulls up like this lighter beam, bro. It's crazy. Anyway, we're gonna cut it right here because I think like it's about 14 to 15 minutes now. And I don't want this to be an hour-long video like my previous. I'll see you on the next one. That is gonna be our part 6. We're gonna go ham and go hard on this one. So see you on the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, man. And you can share this with your enemies, family, manemies, frenemies. Sounds the same, right? Anyway, share it with everybody, man. It's all love. We're sharing love and enlightenment. Yeah. See you on the next one. It's all love, bro. You got